What's going on YouTube? Zap here, and I am back with another video. It's been a while since I've actually done a commentary that spoke about a particular topic. You know, I think 2014 I was relatively quiet about the things that were going on. Everyone was up in arms, you know, for the console wars. Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, and PC gamers were all going at each other's throats, and I really didn't have any place in that. That was not my thing. I didn't want to chime in. It didn't fit me. You know, I don't care what's going on other people's consoles, so I just relatively kept quiet about a lot of stuff that was going on last year, and my channel just kind of, you know, went dark. You know, I was playing my own games on the side, you know, playing in fighting game tournaments here and there, and then I would upload the sporadic YouTube video. But as you guys have seen, I've been trying to upload, trying to stream a little bit more. I'm really into Guilty Gear Xrd, and I'm having a whole lot of fun with that. But now this is going to be my first actual gaming social commentary of 2015, because now there's actually a lot of stuff for me to discuss. You know, there's games, a lot of games coming out in the first quarter of the year. Got Dying Light, The Order, 1886, Evolve, Battlefield Hardline, just to name a few. But this commentary isn't necessarily talking about one game in particular. It's more about the business model that a lot of developers and publishers are adapting, and that is the season pass model. You've all seen it, you know, games like Assassin's Creed, Destiny, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Evolve, which is one of the big reasons why I'm even talking about this topic at the moment. They're all adapting the season pass model. Now, there's two different ways to look at it, right? You could say that the season pass model was put into place for some games because maybe they didn't have enough time to implement this content into the game before its release date, or they did it, you know, in foresight. They're like, yo, we know this game is going to be big, it's going to be popular. Why not try to milk as much of it as we can? You know, why not try to get as much money out of the consumer as humanly possible? And either way, from a consumer standpoint, it seems like we're just getting F'd in the A, because I honestly feel as if a lot of this stuff could have been put into the game day one. You know, and it's really crazy that this is multiple downloadable content stretched across several months, leading up into, you know, the end of that particular game's lifespan and the inevitable sequel for that game. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about Evolve's, you know, season pass model, for instance, right? The thing about Evolve is I don't think Evolve as a whole has an entirely vast amount of content to it. You know, it was made by Turtle Rock Studios, the guys who did Left 4 Dead, and Left 4 Dead, as it was, didn't really have a whole lot of content, and I didn't really expect Evolve to have a whole lot of content coming right out of the box, right? So you were almost certain to be receiving some sort of DLC for it. However, with the Evolve season pass model, you know, it's priced at 25 bucks. I'm gonna give you guys some details. It's priced at 25 bucks. However, it only contains a few skins and 4 playable hunters. Now, those skins are like weapon skins, character skins, this, that, and the third, right? And the playable hunters. The hunters are the monsters, right? I believe they're the monsters. And the 4th monster, the Behemoth, will not be included in the season pass. However, he is actually going to be sold separately for $15. Now, you take the $25 for the season pass, you round that up with the $15, and you get $40 in total for all this downloadable content. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that other monster that you can play as, I think that's one of the pre-order bonuses. I know that there is a monster available if you pre-order it from GameStop, but I'm not entirely sure if this is the same monster. So if it is, then I guess you can kind of X that out if you already have the game pre-ordered. However, $40 for this downloadable content seems about right. That's usually the base amount for a season pass that these games are pushing. But the content that's in Evolve is not really worth the 40 bucks. I mean, a couple character skins, some playable hunters, and, you know, one monster sold by itself for 40 bucks. It's like, what? Like, my pockets are being raped. I need a rape whistle for my wallet, because that's what they're doing. That's what these developers are doing to us with the season pass model. You know, and a lot of people are in uproar about the whole, oh well, what do you think about the whole, you know, pre-order bonus thing? Yeah, it sucks, but for me personally, I'm already going to pre-order a game anyway. If it's a game I really want, I'm usually going to pre-order it regardless. And pre-ordering a game doesn't cost anything extra. It comes out of the overall cost. So if a game is 60 bucks and I put down $5, I only have $55 remaining for the game. So pre-ordering doesn't really bother me too much. It's just for these retailers to give more of an added incentive for you to want to buy it at their particular store. And I kind of understand that. But with the season pass model and all this DLC releasing, it does seem a little bit shady, and it's becoming too frequent. It's becoming a thing with games. Like, you cannot release a game nowadays without releasing a season pass behind it. And I really feel as if that these developers aren't really taking the time to try to put as much content onto the disc and into the core game as they possibly can. You know, I would love for there to be a game that releases with enough content to sustain me until its sequel. You know, I think people, more so the developers, are not putting enough focus on making games have a ton of replay value out the box like they did back in the day. Like, for instance, Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot had tons of replay value. You know, you go back, you can try and collect all the whatever those big old fruits were. You know, try to collect all the gems and all this other stuff. And Crash Bandicoot had tons of replay value. Tomb Raider had tons of replay value. You know, so many games back then gave you a reason to want to go back and play it. And I think that if you look at it, a lot of these games nowadays, if it weren't for DLC and if it weren't for season passes, their game wouldn't really be worth the price initially to buy it. For instance, a game like Destiny. If you knew Destiny wasn't going to have tons of DLC and add-ons for it later on, would you have spent the 60 plus bucks to buy it in the first place? No. You said, okay, this game is $63 and change. You know it's going to have DLC coming out for it later. It's going to be supported. I'm willing to pay that money for the DLC because I know that all of that together will keep me occupied, right? Whereas I buy my games because I thoroughly enjoy them, and I think that if they are worth the money, I buy them. You know, like a game like The Walking Dead, both seasons 1 and 2, I rebought them. I rebought season 1 and I bought season 2. I need to get into season 2, by the way. Those games have plenty of replay value for me because of different outcomes. You know what I mean? The different ways you can go about playing it and seeing how the story and the narrative drives. You know, it's just, I just really wish that more of the focus would be on replay value through the initial game itself, and not on just DLC after DLC after DLC. It just really rapes the pockets, and it makes gaming more of a hassle than a hobby for me anyway. Like, I don't know. I'm not really too keen on supporting that business model. I have not bought a season pass since the Mortal Kombat 9 season pass, as a matter of fact. Oh, no. I take that back, because I bought the Injustice season pass before the Ultimate Edition came out. But yeah, I have not bought a season pass since then, and I probably will never buy another season pass ever again. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about the whole season pass model. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you frequently spend money on season passes? And if one of your favorite games didn't have a season pass, would you have paid for it initially, or would you have sold it by now? Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll try to hit you guys with some more gaming news and topics like this in the future. And this went on longer than I thought, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Peace.